Bayonetta. Hello, Joey here. After a long day of wandering the environment in search of fun and amusement, well, I got something today. Bayonetta 2 for the Nintendo Wii U. Which, in and of itself, was a game I'd be interested in, but also, it comes with the original Bayonetta. And I was originally concerned that as great a, as great of an offer as that seems like, it might have just been a digital download, which would be disappointing. Although I eventually read that it wasn't just going to be a digital download. I was afraid it would just be a code in there. You'd redeem the code and download the original Bayonetta. But I read that you get an actual disc, which is good because that's how I like my video games, on a physical disc that I can put in the system on a media that'll last a very, very long time, like a DVD or CD. And if I buy a new console, it'll work on that new console. I won't have to worry about if the system breaks down, my files being gone and have to log on and hoping that the server still will allow me to download copies of the previous download. So basically, yeah, I want an actual disc. And it looks like I'm actually going to have one. So I'm going to do an unboxing video. In fact, I might as well go all out and make it an unboxing review. I'll add in my first opinions of the game early on, shortly after I've opened up the box and I get a chance to get a little first impression of the actual game inside. Or I should say games, because it's not just Bayonetta 1, it's Bayonetta 2 as well. As per the title, Bayonetta 2, although the package really should be called Bayonetta 1 and 2. So this is kind of an unboxing, except it's actually a plastic case, and I'm undoing the plastic wrap. But the common term for such a thing is an unboxing. Never been opened? Let's see what you expect to get if you get a physical copy of this game and don't just download it off of the server. And the original Bayonetta was awesome. A very, very Sega game. Bayonetta collects halos, which are basically identical to Sonic the Hedgehog's power rings. References to the Eggman. Very awesome references to Space Harrier. References to Hang On in there. And an excellent Sega game. From what I've read, Sega actually stopped funding the production of Bayonetta 2, although it's still a Sega trademark. Don't know what went on there, but apparently Sega changed their mind about it. I'm not sure what was going on in the game or with the development that made Sega change their mind, but Nintendo of all companies, picked up the slack. Shockingly, Nintendo, yeah, picked up the slack and had the game developed. Still a Sega trademark. Nintendo's the one in charge of distributing it, thus Nintendo in the corner here instead of Sega. Sega's still on the back here. So Nintendo is actually the distributor of this game. So if you're wondering why you're not going to see it on any Xbox or PlayStation system, that decision's up to Nintendo. Yeah, there's a shocker. And so Nintendo's not gonna put this game on a PlayStation system or an Xbox system any more than they're gonna put a Super Mario game on those same systems. Plastic wrap is off. Has the little thing that mentions bonus Bayonetta game included. And there we have the original Bayonetta right in front. And Bayonetta 2. I really enjoyed the original Bayonetta. had a story similar to Sonic the Hedgehog 2006. Sonic the Hedgehog 2006 actually had a more depth to the story, more emotion to the story, but Bayonetta had adult language and adult situations, which were a pretty good bonus. Uh, and of course, Bayonetta has awesome gameplay. Well, Sonic the Hedgehog 2006 was it didn't even seem to be a developed game. Even the concept of the gameplay in it was a complete glitch and bad idea. Uh, let's see. So this was a awesome game. Perhaps Sega's best game of the era of the Xbox 360, PlayStation 3, and original Nintendo Wii. It's just a very basic manual. Wii U viewing the electronic manual, so you're going to get they're telling you how to bring up the manual in the game. And I kind of like the idea of including your manual as part of the software. Makes it feel a little more official. But then again, any part of this package should be considered officially part of the game. So there you have it. Nice blue plastic case for the disc. Pretty cool cover art. And inside, there's the original Bayonetta's ass. And Bayonetta 2. Always a very appealing looking character. And the original had awesome gameplay. The downloadable demo of this had equally good gameplay. The downloadable demo, oddly for a demo, they give you limited number of plays despite the fact they only give you one level. If they're going to give you one level to play, shouldn't they want you to play it over and over and over again to get you interested in the game and show other people about the game? I don't know. I don't understand why it came with a limited 15 only 15 only plays of the demo when the demo is just one level. But this ain't the demo. This is the real disc. And we can now consider this thing unboxed and ready to play. Bayonetta 1 and Bayonetta 2 both have pretty much identical gameplay, which is a good thing. And as a bonus feature to both, there is now ways to use the touchscreen to control Bayonetta. I haven't used that very much, but I found it surprisingly effective, though I'm mostly going back to the traditional, using the usual buttons and analog control stick and the regular buttons. That aside, Bayonetta 1 still has seeming to have the same great graphics with the Eggman reference intact, so a little reference to Sonic the Hedgehog and Bayonetta 1. Bayonetta 2, early on, I've already picked up reference to Alex Kidd, or Alex the Kid, as was stated in the game. I think they missed a chance to make a reference to Crazy Taxi in Bayonetta 2, which was another Sega game. But so far, both seem to be good games. Of course, the first Bayonetta is definitely an excellent game. I haven't played it far enough to know for sure, but I'm pretty sure they have not screwed up that one. And Bayonetta 2, well, so far it's looking quite promising. Will it be as good as the first one? I don't know, but so far it seems good. As you can tell, in Bayonetta 2, she has changed her costume a bit. She's revised her look. As always, Bayonetta's costume seems to be made of magical hair. Her own body seems to be capable of creating quite the projections and magical weapons, magical arms and feet to stomp on enemies. A proper term for that isn't coming to mind, but she'll even open up rifts in space and time, and that same material that appears to be her hair comes through and strikes enemies from a distance, almost like conjuring a demon. Her own body is empowered with the magic that she uses, just like before. So I do find it a little confusing that she has a shorter haircut now, if much of what's going on is an extension of her hair, uh, including her costume. If her hair is that short, how can it be bending around her body to make her costume? Or perhaps it's some other hair growing from her body that she uses to manifest her current costume. Should I speculate more on that? I don't know, but she does have a shorter haircut now. Well, the original Bayonetta on the Xbox 360 was one of the games I'd probably give a 10 out of 10 to. If I was in a bad mood, maybe only a 9 out of 10, but I'll go with 10 out of 10. A very excellent game, and while I've only played a little bit of Bayonetta 2 as well as the original Bayonetta on the Wii U, all signs are the quality is going to be on par with the Xbox 360 game, which is a very good sign. I only played a little bit of them. As far as I can tell, the Wii U version of the original Bayonetta seems to be coming through as an excellent translation with a nice bonus to use the touch controls if you wish. And Bayonetta 2 is more of the same in a good way. It's the gameplay is back, and this appears to be a sequel. Looks like this one's going to be good. Will it actually be as interesting as the first one? Well, I'm not sure, but I'll find out as I play. So basically, my actual review for both games, as I haven't played through either of them, this is just a first opinion after playing a little bit of them immediately, or nearly immediately, after unboxing them. They both look as good as the original Bayonetta did on the Xbox 360.